Wind. This element has always been a good friend, but also a great danger to people. During time, humans have been able to harness this force of nature to produce a type of alternative energy, a clean one, without pollution. The windwheel of the Greek engineer Heron of Alexandria in the 1st century is the earliest known instance of using a wind-driven wheel to power a machine. Another early example of a wind-driven wheel was the prayer wheel, which has been used in Tibet and China since the 4th century. It has been claimed that the Babylonian emperor Hammurabi planned to use wind power for his ambitious irrigation project in the 17th century BCE. Wind power is by definition wind energy conversion into a usable form of energy, usually through the use of wind turbines and produce electricity using windmills that produce mechanical energy, wind pumps that pump the water, or even sails that drive in motion the ships. Is defined clean because by using renewable energy sources like solar energy, we also reduce our dependence on fossil fuel gas and oil reserves, which are becoming expensive and difficult to find. But let's now examine what's positive and negative about wind energy. To do this, we need to divide the elements in different categories. For example, for the positive aspects, we'll have economic advantages and environmental advantages. Let's talk about the price. The price of electricity from fossil fuels and nuclear power can fluctuate greatly due to highly variable mining and transportation costs. Wind can help buffer these costs because the price of fuel is fixed and free. An important positive factor is also that wind energy creates jobs. Wind energy projects create new short and long-term jobs. Related employment ranges from meteorologists and surveyors to structural engineers, assembly workers, lawyers, bankers, and technicians. Wind energy creates 30% more jobs than a coal plant and 66% more than a nuclear power plant per unit of energy generated. Wind energy has also social advantages. In fact, it supports agriculture. It is not often a new crop emerges from thin air. Wind turbines can be installed amid the cropland without interfering with people, livestock or production. It also supports local ownership. A significant contribution to the worldwide energy mix can be made by small clusters of turbines or even single turbines operated by local landowners and small businesses. Developing local resources of electricity means we import less fuel from other states, regions and nations. It also means our energy dollars are plowed back into the local economy. Wind energy, of course, conserves and keeps water clean and uses clean air. Those were only few of the advantages of wind energy. Now let's look to the disadvantages. Wind energy is a variable resource. Turbines produce electricity only when the wind blows. This variability is monitored and compensated in the same way utilities monitor demand changes each day, so there are not any actual changes in power supply for the end users. Other important disadvantages of wind turbines are that they are very expensive and very noisy. So, at the end of the day, is it really positive or negative to use wind energy? I think there's no really good answer because we really need the energy, and I think it's better if we use something like without pollution like wind energy or solar energy that is really expensive, but it's important that we don't use fuel or oil energies because we can really hurt our planet and we need to conserve our planet because it's really like we are really destroying it during these days and these years, so we need to preserve it for future generation and for the human race. So this is what I thought. Thank you for watching. Tommaso Villa.